In my last life, I made the dumbest mistake, picked up a Moonlight ring from the grass. That cursed thing locked me into a mate bond with Silvermoon Pax Alpha. Too bad his heart already belonged to my sister Irene. She lived to 100, had 5 pups with her real mate in Ravenshade Pack while I rotted. Every time she got cozy with her mate, Leon tossed me in the basement. You picked up that ring. I had to watch my true love build a family with someone else. For 80 years, she lived happily. I barely lived at all. Leon flayed me open, let my skin grow back, then crushed my bones just to watch them heal. Every day felt like dying on repeat. Only when Irene finally kicked the bucket did he let me go. Then boom, I woke up, right back on the day I picked up that damn ring. I wasn't gonna screw it up again. But Irene, always the clean freak, snatched it off the ground before I could stop her. One stupid ring ruined everything. It forced me into mating the alpha of Silvermoon Pack, a monster who tortured me until I died. But not this time. I'm done chasing the past. The second Irene's fingers brushed the Moonlight ring hidden in those weeds, Leon showed up out of nowhere and yanked her into his arms. Gasps echoed around us. Wolves backed off fast. I froze. Irene? Touching the ring? No way. She's the kind of girl who wipes down a park bench before sitting. Last time I picked it up, she wouldn't go near it. So why now? I didn't mean to touch it, she stammered, stumbling back. Who even are you? Leon's eyes lit up. Irene, I've waited so long. You touched the ring. That means you're my mate now. Forever. A Silvermoon guard blurted. Wait, that's not right. The witch said your fated mate was her sister, Sophia. Leon spun and kicked him down like trash. Shut up. But I'm just an Omega, Irene whispered. How could I ever be worthy of an alpha? Leon brushed her cheek like she was some fragile dream. The second that silver mark showed up on your forehead at birth, I knew. You were always meant to be mine. Silver mark? I'd never seen anything on her forehead. Not once. But if Leon said it, could the moon goddess really have picked her for him? Didn't matter now. The mate contract was triggered. No way out. Irene touched the ring. That sealed it. She's his Luna. Not me. And me? I was finally free. No more skin peeling off just to grow back. No more shattered bones snapping into place. No more torture. My vision blurred. Leon's face twisted into the monster I remembered. Irene, he said, voice all sugar and control. Come back with me to Silvermoon Pack. I'll give you a grand ceremony. The whole pack will see our bond. He shot me a look, cold at first. Then his brows twitched when he noticed the tears. He didn't say a word. Just wrapped Irene in his arms and disappeared into the moonlight. He probably thought I was crying for him. But no, I was just relieved. Thank the moon goddess, I wasn't his mate this time. My parents showed up not long after. When they saw Irene was gone, my mom kicked me so hard I folded. Pain tore through my side. I should have strangled you at birth, she spat. Irene's gone because of you. You let an enemy alpha take her. You're not my daughter. Get out. As far as I'm concerned, I never gave birth to you. My cheeks stung from her slap, ears ringing, but the real pain hit colder, deep in my chest. You really don't feel anything for me? I asked. Not even a little? Her eyes flared red. She raised her hand again, but my dad caught her wrist. We'll handle Irene first, he muttered. You're not coming back. Your mother doesn't want to see you. He didn't even glance at me as he walked her off. Should have known. Irene was always the favorite. I was just the extra. That day I was reborn. And thrown out like garbage. Bruised, broke, and completely alone, I stood there hollow. Then I saw it. A notice pinned to the wall. Live-in assistant wanted. Ravenshade Pack Alpha. Food and housing included. Guess the moon goddess hadn't ditched me after all. I'll take you there now. The second I explained why I was here, a Ravenshade guard gave me a nod and led me to a tent. This one's private. Alpha set it up for his assistant. It's yours now. After the hell I'd been through today, my body couldn't take another second. I dropped onto the fur-lined bed and knocked out cold. What I didn't know. While I slept, Leon sent his beta to slip into Ravenshade territory and drag me back. When I opened my I was in Silvermoon Pack, Leon's damn house. Only this time, it wasn't cold and empty like before. The place was all dressed up for a mate bonding ceremony. Still dazed, heart pounding, I was already scanning for exits when Irene showed up in a show-stopping Lunabond dress. She latched onto my wrist. Sophia. You're here. Don't freak out, okay? You're on Silvermoon Land now. Leon and I are getting married soon. Will you stay with me? I didn't tell Mom and Dad. You're the only one who can calm me down. Tears shimmered in her eyes like some porcelain doll. Please. We're blood, yeah, but we were never close. She just wanted to shove her little win in my face. Leon let out a cold laugh. You're my future Luna. Anyone disrespects you, I'll rip him to shreds and scatter what's left outside the border. No one said a word. His reign of terror was already burned into Silvermoon history. I looked at Irene. You're the future Luna now. I'm just an Omega from Ravenshade. This isn't my place. Mom and Dad disown me. I've got a job to keep and bills to cover. I'm out. I turned to leave. Leon's eyes flared. Disbelief twisted into fury. You dare reject Irene? My Luna asks you to stay and you say no? Want me to break you until you beg for death? I get it now, Irene sniffled. You're just bitter I'm mating an alpha. I may be a Luna now, with the authority to lead a pack, but I lost our parents and you, my little sister. She burst into tears and collapsed into Leon's arms. Leon's been so good to me. Tell Mom and Dad not to worry. This wedding means everything to me. Sophia, you have to stay. Just be there. Let me have this. Leon wiped her tears like she was glass. Sweetheart, go change. Your makeup's a mess. Don't stress, Sophia'll come around. Then he turned to me. Eyes hard as frost. She's your sister, and this is how you act? Trying to ruin her big day cause you're still bitter? I get it, you can't let go of being my mate. But it's over. I only love Irene now. She's my fated one. My chest went still. So he did come back from the past too. Leon caught the way my face went pale, and mistook it for heartbreak. His tone dropped low, all alpha charm. If you really can't let go you can stay. As my side mate. Irene's sweet, she won't mind. You're still mine after all. Once she gives me an heir, I'll let you carry my pup too. I stared him down, ice in my voice. Save it, Leon. I'm not interested. I've buried the past. This life? I just want to be a regular Omega. Get married. Have a pup. Live in peace. Leon lost it. His grip clamped around my wrist, voice dripping dominance. You think you can mate someone else? You're mine. I don't care if you skip the ceremony. No other wolf gets to claim you. His eyes burned. You even get what it means to be an alpha's girl? Wolves would kill for that. Don't be ungrateful. I yanked free, scoffing. You're dreaming. I don't want to be your side chick. Not now, not ever. Congrats on the wedding, though. I'm out. Leon caught the mock in my voice and lunged. His fingers barely grazed my clothes before a blur cut between us. He stumbled back, gripping his arm, face twisted in pain. Then he saw who it was, and his whole expression turned lethal. You're one of Caden's, he snapped. What the hell are you doing here? That's when it hit me. 4 of Alpha Caden's Ravenshade guards had slipped in like shadows. My brain kicked into overdrive, and I didn't hesitate. Actually, I'm already engaged, to Alpha Caden of Ravenshade. He's my fiancé now. Leon's snarl was instant. You're with him? Don't pretend he's some damn saint. You are mine. You really think you can dodge me in this life? Keep dreaming. His fury said it all. I'd hit a nerve. Then take it up with my fiancé. I don't have time for you. I've got somewhere better to be. Bye. I spun on my heel. He moved to follow, but the guard shut him down. All he could do was seethe as I walked off like I'd already won. By the time I crossed back into Ravenshade territory, I was headed straight for Alpha Caden Blake. It was the first time I'd seen him since I came of age. Tall, broad-shouldered. I had to crane my neck just to meet his eyes. But it was his scent that wrecked me. Pinewood, musk, and a clean bite of mint. One breath and my blood lit up. The second our eyes locked, a charge ripped through me. Heart pounding. Skin on fire. Every instinct begged me to move closer. No words needed. He was my destined mate. Last time I picked up the ring the second I came of age, and Leon snatched me away. I never even got to meet Caden. Never knew who my real mate was. Now Caden's gaze locked on mine, heat darkening his eyes. He inhaled slow, deep, then opened them, glowing gold. His scent slid across my skin like a shiver. He didn't flinch at my reaction. Just smirked and held out his hand. I'm Caden. Sophia. Nice to meet you. The second our hands touched, a spark shot straight through me. I felt it, my heartbeat syncing with his. Caden didn't let go. His thumb brushed the back of my hand, slow and steady. Sophia, are you okay? Did Leon hurt you? I blinked, caught off guard. Wasn't this the cold, ruthless alpha everyone whispered about? Right now he felt nothing like that. I thanked him, voice low but honest. I'm fine. Only then did his shoulders ease. After a beat, I asked quietly, "See, can I borrow those 4 guards? Leon's not done with me. I know he'll try again." As long as I stayed out of his and Irene's reach, I could breathe. Caden didn't hesitate. Yeah. He reached into his coat and pulled out a pendant, silver with a wolf insignia. Here. Keep this on you. Always. The witch spelled it. If you're in danger, I'll know. I'll come. I nodded, fingers trembling slightly as I slipped it over my neck. Our eyes met. His stare burned straight through me. I dropped my gaze fast. With the guards and that enchanted pendant, I finally breathed easy. I figured once Leon and Irene tied the knot, they'd be too busy playing happy couple to come after me. What I didn't see coming. Leon drugging all 4 guards, with witch magic, no less. Then he crossed into Ravenshade territory himself and took me. That day, I'd been picking mushrooms when a sharp pain ripped through the back of my neck. Then nothing. Just black. When I came to, I was in Leon's place. Again. Awake, he sneered, standing over me, eyes cold and loaded. You really thought a second life meant escaping me? My hand shot to my chest, gone. The pendant was gone. Leon caught it. Smirked. Don't bother. Recognize the basement? Had the witch amp it up with magic. No one's finding you now. Sophia, I know you. You spent decades with me last time. Think you can run to another wolf? I was already being generous, offering to keep you as my side mate. Don't test me. He leaned in, eyes gleaming. The bond ceremony with Irene hasn't happened yet. But I can mark you first. My blood ran cold. Eyes wide. They weren't even bonded yet? How the hell had Irene put up with this? Leon, you've wanted my sister forever. You've got her now. Just live your damn life with her. He smirked. Irene's way more reasonable than you. She gets it. You as my side mate? She won't blink. The witch brewed this aphrodisiac just for you. One sip, and you'll be begging to stay. He stepped in, cup in hand. I tried to retreat, only then noticing the shackles on my wrists and ankles. No. Stay away. I don't want. I kicked, scrambled, but his twisted face kept closing in. This was it. I was done. Then, just as despair sank its teeth in, a figure appeared. Leon flew backward, slammed into an ice pillar like he'd been yanked by a storm. He staggered, terror flooding his face. The pressure hit first, then the wolf. A roar ripped through the air, rattling the frozen walls. Who the hell touches my mate? You got a death wish. Caden. My voice cracked. My chest lit up with hope. Leon had just started to steady himself, legs wobbling under the pressure. Then he saw who it was, and his face twisted. Ravenshade's Alpha? What the hell are you doing here? Before I could speak, Caden stepped between us, fury in his eyes, cold and lethal. So you're the so-called Alpha who won't back off my mate? You're already with another Omega. Stay the hell away from mine. You've delayed your vows 3 times. Do it again, and the moon goddess won't look the other way. Leon scoffed. Her? You're claiming Sophia? She's a bottom-rank Omega. Don't insult me. There's no way she's your true mate. That's none of your damn business, Caden snapped. With a wave, guards dragged Irene in, sobbing, hair a mess. Leon, let's just go, she begged. Sophia doesn't want you. Why push it? The bond ceremony's been stalled forever. Everyone's laughing at me. How am I supposed to be Luna like this? Leon wouldn't quit. Sophia. One last time. Are you coming with me or not? Leon. Irene tried to stop him. Enough, Leon growled. I can make you Luna. Give you everything. Or rip it all away. Irene froze, shaking. Then shot me a glare full of pure venom. I stood tall. Voice steady. I love Caden. Life or death, he's mine, and I'm his. My mate. Leon's eyes lit up with fury. He lunged. Caden intercepted, slamming into him like a freight train. You ungrateful wolf. Leon barked. Once you're mine, we'll see how tough he is. They crashed together, fists and claws flying. Caden didn't budge. Blow for blow, he gave it right back. Touch her again, and you'll regret breathing. Leon bared his teeth, snarling. Just wait, Sophia. Let another wolf mark you, and I'll make you wish you hadn't. He dragged a sobbing Irene behind him and stormed off. Caden didn't say a word. Just crouched, scooped me onto his back, and took off toward Ravenshade. Halfway there, I noticed the sting. My knee was still bleeding. He knelt, quiet and focused, wiping the blood away like it mattered. That's when I really looked at him. The sunset hit just right. His bronze skin glowed, amber eyes catching fire. And when he smiled, yeah, both dimples showed. Deadly. I muttered a thank you. He looked up, all teasing. No need for that, not between us. Besides, you already took my pendant. That means my eyes flew open. The pendant. Leon had tossed it away. My chest clenched. That charm meant everything. How was I supposed to ask for another? But before the panic took root, Caden pulled a new one from his coat like he'd read my mind. This time the witch locked it with a protection spell. No one's getting it off you again. I'd been holed up at Caden's camp for days. Leon hadn't shown up again. But then the last two people I ever wanted to see showed up. Sophia, you've been out here long enough. Time to come home. We were just overwhelmed with Irene's situation. You're really not coming back. They looked worn down, shadows under their eyes. But my heart? Still bruised. You told me I wasn't your daughter. Said to get out, and stay gone. Or did that slip your mind? Watch your tone. My father snapped. If you hadn't run off, Irene wouldn't have been targeted by that alpha. This is on you. He beat his chest, eyes wet, like he was the victim. But their sudden shift? That fake remorse? My wolf felt it too. Something wasn't right. Say what you came to say. Don't waste my time. My father cleared his throat. Here's the deal. Your aunt introduced a beta. He's wealthy, my mother chimed in. And he asked for you specifically. If you claim him, you'll live like royalty. There it was. Not guilt. Not regret. Just another move on their chessboard. I'm not claiming anyone. You don't get a say. We already took his bride token. Do you even know your worth? What, you gonna stay unmated forever? This bond was meant for Irene, my mother snapped. She's handing it to you. You should be grateful. They bounced between fake sweetness and cold commands, tag-teaming the manipulation. But I saw it now, clear as daylight. This wasn't a favor. It stank of Irene and Leon's rot. I shook my head firm. My mother's face twisted with rage. She raised both hands. You're coming home with me. You cursed child. You already wrecked your sister's life. Now you want to take us down too? If you don't obey today, you're not leaving. Then, like a shadow slicing through the heat, another voice. That's enough. Caden. Silent as ever, but suddenly there. He reached out, barely pinching her wrist between two fingers. She flinched like she'd been burned. Her whole body shook under his pressure. They were omegas. Fragile. And Caden? Pure alpha. His aura had them gasping. My parents stared at him, their tone cautious. Alpha, is there something you need from us? Caden let her wrist go, eyes locking with mine first, steady, sure. Then he turned to them. I came for Sophia. They opened their mouths, ready to scold, until Caden dropped the bomb. She's my fated mate. We'll bond tomorrow at the moon goddess's statue. Then, like it was nothing, he pulled a pouch from his coat. Gemstones spilled out, all colors rare and blazing under the light. He handed it over. Your bride token. Their jaws dropped. Their cursed daughter? Fated to an alpha? Their faces lit up like wolves on a full moon. Grinning, scrambling to grab the pouch, nodding like bobbleheads. They practically skipped away. Once they were gone, I bumped Caden's arm, cheeks burning. We're really going to the moon goddess's statue tomorrow? Isn't that like fast? Caden pulled a slim box from inside his coat. Then, without a word, he dropped to one knee. The lid flipped open. Ruby-encrusted ring. My breath caught. The Luna ring of Ravenshade. Sophia, my mate. I love you. My chest clenched full. I held out my hand. He slid the ring on slow, deliberate. And just like that, I felt whole. Caden's amber eyes lit up as he winked. Perfect. He stood nodding. All right, let's move. I blinked. Move? Where? To Silvermoon. Time to break Leon's hold for good. My stomach twisted, but Caden thumped his chest, voice solid. I've got you. Minutes later, we crossed into Silvermoon territory. The mate bond ceremony decor still hung like a bad memory. The two guards at the gate didn't look thrilled. Inside, Irene's voice cut through the air. I'm your rightful Luna. Still thinking about her? I ditched my blood pack for you. Gave up everything to follow you to Silvermoon. And you betray me like this? If you dare go to her again, I swear I'll make you regret it. A crash followed, glass, maybe a table. She'd been screaming like this often. Leon fired back. You picked up the ring. Don't act innocent. You're only here for my rank. Don't like it? Get out. I won't. Irene shrieked. I want to see if you can actually claim her. His eyes blazed. One backhand and she hit the wall hard. Blood trailed from her lip. I watched silent. Cold. For the first time, I didn't feel pity, just the bite of justice. This time, our fates had flipped. Got plenty of ways to get her back, Leon growled. If it weren't for that damn contract, you'd already be out of Silvermoon. He spat, turned and froze. Me and Caden stood right there. Leon's eyes lit up, delusional. Sophia, I knew you'd come back for me. Irene lunged, hair a mess, face twisted with hate. What are you doing here? Here to mock me. We shared blood. But her stare? All poison. Leon gave a lazy flick of his hand. The guards grabbed her without hesitation and dragged her off screaming. You brought her back to me. Now get lost. Leon sneered, reaching for me. Caden stepped between us. Voice cold as frost. You've got it twisted. We're here to settle a debt. Leon's brow creased. What debt? You bonded with Sophia's sister without a bride token. Almost had my fiancé sold off like property. And let's not forget the witch's little potion you downed. Leon went pale. I'd never seen him panic like that. Then his eyes darkened, rage swallowing the fear. You just walked into your own grave. A wind howled through. Behind us, the Silvermoon gates slammed shut. Get behind me, Caden said, voice calm, unshakable. In a blink they clashed, brute force meeting brute force, neither backing down. Leon snarled. Now that you know the truth, you're not leaving Silvermoon alive. I've got a nice spot in the grunt ranks for you. With a guttural roar, he shifted, massive gray-black fur bristling, glowing red eyes locked on us like fresh kill. None of you are walking out today. He lunged. Caden didn't dodge fast enough. Claws slashed deep into his shoulder, down to bone. You really thought you could take me? Leon sneered, Caden's blood dripping from his claws. Pathetic. Watching Caden bleed for me wrecked something inside. And me? I was just an omega. Dead weight in a real fight. All I could do was not drag him down. Then Caden shifted. Moonlight lit the battlefield like a spotlight. He dropped to one knee. Silver markings crackled across his skin like living lightning. In a flash, silver-white fur erupted over him. His amber eyes turned glacial silver. A white wolf. I slapped a hand over my mouth, stunned. That wasn't just rare. It was legendary. Caden's voice rang out. Leon, this ends now. You conspired with Silvermoon's witch, drank her potion, and tricked this pack into thinking you were alpha. Time to pay up. Caden sprang like a meteor. Leon screamed, tried to bolt, too late. Caden's hit slammed him down hard. Blood spread fast. Leon collapsed out cold. And then, like glass cracking, his alpha scent vanished. Just a beta. Always had been. The witch's potion had masked the truth, letting him steal Silvermoon's throne. The guards stood frozen, wide-eyed. They'd just witnessed the fury of a white alpha wolf. No one dared move. Caden's voice cut through the silence. Silvermoon has no alpha. From now on, you belong to Ravenshade. The second the words left his mouth, every werewolf dropped to one knee. Submission. Total. I just stared. Speechless. The white wolf in front of me radiated so much raw power, I almost dropped to my knees too. Did I scare you? Silver light flashed. Caden stood there again, human, smirking. This forms more my vibe. His wolf? Unreal. But I couldn't even form the words. Caden laid it all out. The real alpha of Silvermoon had vanished, grieving his Luna. Gone off chasing peace. Leon? Just a rogue. He bribed the witch, faked alpha blood, and hijacked the pack. That cursed ring? Enchanted to force mate bonds and build his own army. And as the last threads of the truth came undone, the real alpha of Silvermoon finally returned. Every wolf turned, eyes hard on the newcomer. Caden's voice dropped ice cold. Ryan, you left your pack to grieve. That's a full-on dereliction of duty. Silvermoon doesn't want you as alpha anymore. No one objected. The pack stared Ryan down, resentment thick in the air. That's when it hit me. This was the real alpha. But the way they looked at him, he was already dethroned. Ryan dropped to his knees, guilt carved deep across his face. Clutching his head, he muttered, I just needed time. I didn't mean for it to end like this. Caden didn't say a word. Just watched. Stone still. A few wolves stepped forward, dragging both Leon and Ryan away. And just like that, I was finally free. As the Silvermoon wolves began to break off, Irene stormed out from the shadows. She'd seen it all, every brutal second. And just like that, her energy toward Caden flipped. So you're my true mate after all. It makes sense now. Leon never touched me. I'm still pure. We can bond right now. Let's hold the ceremony, please. She held up the cursed moonlight ring like it still meant something, eyes shining with delusion. Caden barely glanced at it. That ring? Just another of Leon's tricks. Awichesikun. An alpha's mate isn't chosen through dark magic. That bond's broken. You're free. Irene's eyes went wide. Mine probably did too. She snapped. I'm not leaving. You guys brought me here. Now you're dumping me. Then she turned on me. This is all your fault. Why do I get stuck breeding pups and working myself to the bone while you land a real alpha? I gave up everything for that ring. And now I'm left with nothing? I won't accept this. That's when I knew for sure she'd been reborn too. I shook my head. Some wolves only see what they don't have, never what's right in front of them. While you were raising pups in Ravenshade last time, I was rotting in Leon's dungeon. Tortured. Every day. If that's the life you envy, maybe you belong right next to him. She didn't hear a word. All she saw was insult. Caden exhaled hard, rubbing his temples. Guards. Take her home. Finally, silence. The chaos settled. Back at Ravenshade's camp, things were awkward. Caden, thank you. I don't even know how to repay you. He didn't answer. Just stepped closer, eyes locked on mine. My heart stuttered. I knew what was coming. Lips met mina. A spark hit and lit me up from the inside out. We kissed under the moon, my body melting into his like it was always meant to. Somewhere between breath and heartbeat, I heard him whisper, then repay me with your whole life, Sophia. My Luna.